What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have so many exciting updates to unpack today. I'm back from my vacation over in Florida, soaked up so much sun, and I hope everybody's doing fantastic. This is going to be a longer video, a nice weekly recap of all the exciting news that we had in Cardano. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano has flipped Tron. Yes, the 7-day price is up nearly 18%. Midnight Network dropped the Nightpaper, a fantastic short 12 to 15 page read. It's a must read in my opinion, full of excellent information. And the highlight of the executive summary states that Midnight Network resolves the business challenges of choosing between data protection, ownership, and utilization. Of course, this is going to be an iconic, historic airdrop to, I believe, something like 135 million wallets across multiple networks. So we're going to watch this closely. And I really like this highlight. Cardano, Ethereum, and other non-ZK chains can easily pair Midnight Network. Validators from different blockchains can produce blocks on Midnight's what they call novel, interoperable, multi-resource consensus. And Midnight can be used as layer 1 or layer 2. So Midnight can be used by other networks, not just Cardano, but Ethereum, and that was noted in their PDF. So I'm really excited to see how Midnight will uplift the privacy sector, how important security and privacy is, and how other blockchains can participate, especially with this novel Glacier airdrop that's around the corner. We will watch closely. Rosen Bridge surprising us. We know that EVM is in its final stages with testing. Native token listings are coming. What token or project do you want supported to bridge between EMURGO, Cardano, Bitcoin, Runes, and Ethereum? Fabulous. Now, taking a nosedive into some drama, we can see that Charles had a response here saying to CoinTelegraph, I'm just going to stop giving you guys interviews. I've had enough of the dramatic headlines and wasted interviews. So we do see a lot of people try to make like negative drama. It's kind of nonsense. I don't like it. And for context, I really like Mintern's tweet. So CoinTelegraph misquoting Charles for multiple times after he granted them an interview at Token 2049, of which in his words he said, of course, what he just said, I'm going to stop giving you interviews. So sometimes people will misconstrue, change up the words, make it over dramatic. And I think it's kind of childish, to be honest. That's why sometimes I call them CoinTelegraph. But let me know, guys, what is your opinion about like legacy media like that, CoinTelegraph and whatnot? So it is what it is. I don't think that they've been fair, some of these outlets, to Cardano, but we'll continue to monitor what's going on. Of course, them saying Hoskinson argues that Vitalik exerts too much influence over the development of the decentralized network. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Of course, we've seen like Bankless and the other guys kind of go and, those who shall not be named. Just let Cardano continue to live rent-free in their head, Now, let's go positive. We're going to talk about SEC later. But Dedium, after a year of not listing new Cardano Native Tokens, CoinMarketCap has officially listed Dedium and reopened their doors to CNTs. They're excited to share other Cardano projects with them and work swiftly to help get as many listed as possible. So first of all, it's been over a year since listing CNTs. Not that CNTs haven't been on CMC, but this is great, reopening their doors. So they're paying attention to Cardano, and Dedium will play a role also to help other projects. So this is fantastic. DEDI is becoming even more attractive. No public token sale anymore. DEDI buybacks from retail clients paying in fiat, buybacks using profits from market makers, VC lockups ranging from 1 to 4 years, and they're already generating revenue. Of course, that's the decentralized GPU computing project that I said. And again, I'm not affiliated with any of these projects. I just like to talk about projects I enjoy. But I always saw it as kind of a nice product market fit. I like the branding. I like the perception. And the needs for compute power are only going to increase. I see them as like the Render Junior. TapTools, free Cardano tools. I also saw that they did some revitalizing, uplifting to their website. Top holders, see the top holders and their token balance for any Cardano native asset. New free feature, see every trade happening in Cardano in live time with global trades. Finally, the average swap size on all Cardano DEXs has surpassed $500. That's pretty decent. EMURGO, couple of excellent updates. EMURGO joins forces with Zilliqa Group to connect the Cardano and Zilliqa blockchain ecosystems through a variety of interoperability and economic security focused initiatives. I love that. So we're seeing a lot of great partnerships also with gold. Tokenization of gold is coming to Cardano. We'll take a look at Finest in a moment. EMURGO is pleased to partner with Zinka Gold, a subsidiary of Unbanked, a publicly listed neofinance services company in Japan, to provide the technology behind the issuance of their gold-backed tokens on Cardano. Each gold token will represent 1 ounce of premium Japanese gold that meets all the LBMA, London Bullion Market Association standards. This gold is designated for use on the Osaka Exchange and is securely held in bankruptcy remote vaults worldwide. This launch also presents potential opportunities to increase the liquidity and use cases of gold by integrating it into Cardano's broader DeFi ecosystem. Fabulous, fantastic, and it's a nice segue into Finest. Their first tokenized gold drop is coming soon on Cardano, will be capped at 150,000 US dollars worth of gold. So you can check it out. It's coming soon. I believe the granite's already sold out. And to get ready to purchase these fully compliant gold tokens right when we launch, just a few steps. And again, a reminder that this is a fantastic fusion of some chads in Cardano, and they're going with 100% EU compliance. I really like how Cardano is leading with decentralization, compliance, and just chiseling away with now user acquisition, governance, and everything that we see there. Speaking of UX, as a UX designer, and I agree with this, Finest saying that a smooth user experience is key, especially once we start expanding to non-crypto native customers. It all begins with the sign up. You can simply sign up to Finest with your Google account or your email address. I like that. Fantastic. That's a standard. And the more we can see these standards, and it kind of reminds me of when we saw IOG join the DREC Alliance alongside all the other massive companies to help to improve and make it like Web 2 recovery for Web 3. I really like these efforts to make it easier. I think that UX is a big barrier to entry. It works. More bangers for Cardano. This address is a smart contract built on Plutus V3 that allows a Bitcoin wallet to control it directly. Bitcoin users can now send ADA, tokens, and even stake in any Cardano pool. No new wallet needed. TLDR. I like that. Keeping it simple. A seamless bridge between Bitcoin and Cardano apps is here. A seamless bridge. Guys, it's not some like nonsensical bridge like this technology, even though it's hard for me to wrap my head around it. You know, I'm a UX guy, I'm not a developer programmer, but I really appreciate the simplification of these explanations. Seamless bridge, controlling directly, no new wallet needed. This is fantastic. The levels of interoperability and the levels of native synergy is going to be huge moving forward. Liquidity system update by Saturn Swap. We fully revamped their liquidity system to now feel and behave more similar to automated market maker DEXs. All trades still go through our lightning fast order book and all appear on DEX Screener. If you want more visibility to Cardano, add liquidity to Saturn Swap. Lovely. IOG's been getting a lot of flack of like, oh, Charles is not doing anything and he's not doing anything. And there's some fantastic sound bites basically with Charles saying they're doubling down, working harder than ever, spending left and right. So if you're ever concerned or you have any speculation, check out these clips. Everything is linked below. IOG is the busiest they've ever been, draws zero revenue, and has spent $450 million on developing Cardano. Also, they did not dump their ADA at the top of the market. So ask people for evidence. Usually trolls, they cannot provide evidence. Usually trolls, they just act on emotional impulse. And usually trolls will not show you objective stuff like trends, Google Trends, data. It's just emotional impulse. So it's fantastic. And I also saw Charles was, I retweeted, he was in a Solana space and he was providing tons of great objective truths and things that Cardano needs to improve on marketing and presence and everything that we see there. So I think that Cardano, guys, the greatest times for Cardano are ahead of us, and we're headed in a very great, exciting direction. Speaking of IOG, they say 2024 has yielded remarkable results for input-output research so far. with the team attending 16 academic conferences and presenting 22 papers across a range of topics and disciplines. This reflects our commitment to advancing the academic study of blockchain infrastructures and tackling major technical challenges with a rigorous research-driven approach. And again, when I think of the Solana space, Charles was talking about how Ethereum, they're thinking about liquid staking and, can't figure it out. And one of the Solana guys saying, well, I need millions of this to become a validator. To think that just an everyday user can participate in liquid staking that is not locked with any range and still participate in governance, having those constitutional rights. And also, Charles was saying that he's working on it. They were going aggressive in Africa and it was tough there. But also, I think what we may see in Argentina could be massive. We will keep an eye on what will happen in Latin America. In 2023, we launched commercial services in Zanzibar, says World Mobile, offering a price per gigabyte that was up to 50% more affordable than the market average. In 2024, we launched wireless internet packages in the United States that were 60% more affordable than our closest competitor. And again, just taking a look at this great infographic, I think it makes it very easy to understand. World Mobile is looking to just increase connectivity around the world and make the barrier to entry much lower. And World Mobile, it's kind of funny. World Mobile has more users than many different blockchains. So at the end of the day, I really like these type of projects. Dedium with their decentralized compute power stuff. World Mobile doing the telecommunications. We have so many blue chips. And when you think about what's going on with like interoperability, Plutus V3, Laos, performance, I think that we have fantastic roadmap ahead of us, guys. Really exciting. World Mobile, again, finally deploying another 107 air nodes, bringing the total up to nearly 2,200. Fantastic. Increasing connectivity in the United States, increasing connectivity around the world in developing nations. I think this is great. USDM, this was surprising. Thrilled to announce that USDM, Moneta's regulated fiat-backed stablecoin on the Cardano blockchain, can now be minted and burned in the state of Georgia. Yes, this expansion marks another significant step as we continue to provide a secure and transparent stablecoin solution backed by real US dollars and built on Cardano's cutting-edge technology. With this new availability in Georgia, more users will be able to seamlessly engage in DeFi applications using USDM with the assurance of compliance and stability that Moneta offers. So good stuff. Really like to see more efforts for compliance and whatnot. Very nice. Speaking of compliance or lack thereof. Gary Gensler has been... People are not a fan of Gary Gensler, even within the government. So confronted with simple questions of like, is a Yankee ticket a security? And Gary Gensler has no answer for it. Mr. Gensler claims that NFTs are securities. And of course, here's him saying that seeing no legal difference. Richie Torres saying no legal difference between a Yankee ticket that offers access to a Yankee game and an NFT that offers access to an animated web series. So Gensler is getting, caught on the nonsense. And also Stuart Alderoti, Ripple's chief legal officer, again, emphasizing that crypto asset security, it's a made up term, right, to mislead the judges, and it's catching up with them. So what we have again is that they're being confronted, the SEC, that digital asset security or crypto asset security is a made up term. And especially if we remember, guys, they had to apologize in a document about using that term. So I think the days for Gary Gensler are coming to an end. I think it's going to be like a bipartisan, like advanced crypto. And it's evident, we can see with like Congress, with the government, that they can see the damage, the cascading damages of making jobs go elsewhere and losing that economic advantage with jobs going to wherever, Singapore, UAE, Switzerland, and businesses relocating because them doing regulation through enforcement. So I think the days are coming, guys, for us to see common sense regulation and bringing back those businesses to the United States. And I'm sure that the efforts there, a bipartisan support of crypto, which it seems like we're going to be getting, will hopefully cascade to the rest of the world. Catalyst Fund 13 will grant 50 million ADA to the community to build innovations on Cardano. This is insane. I agree. Our own in-house VC firm controlled by the people. So directly from projectcatalyst.io. Just a couple of key terms. So confirmed launch date September 25th. Want to get involved? We're delighted that you're interested. Fund 13 starts officially today, and you just got to make sure you are registered. The key thing is really here. What happens next? Let's get a little zoom in here. So proposal submissions begin by tomorrow, September 26th at the latest. So that's when they begin. Proposal deadline submission is October 10th. So that's an important date. So that's the deadline for proposal submissions, except for Cardano partners, with an extended deadline of November 7th. So if you want to do proposals, if you have some ideas and whatnot, then check out this link. And the important date really is October 10th, 2024 for project submission deadline. So good stuff. I think that catalyst, it's really key. It's really important. And it's going to be exciting to see the projects and the submissions that we see come out from this. Speaking of, the Cardano Summit Awards announced very recently. The voting is now open. And so there's a bunch of excellent nominees. So do check it out. Bunch of different categories as well. So cast your votes for your favorite projects. I don't think you can vote like manually. So though I would appreciate it if you wanted to vote for Angry Crypto, I don't think you can. I think there's just some preset nominees. But at the end of the day, there's some fantastic people that are there already. And they're very inspirational to the to Angry Crypto. And you guys are amazing. There's amazing people in the community like Yoda and Chriso and DAP Analyst and Stake with Pride and you name it. Crypto Crow and apologize if I don't recall your name or who, but the Cardano community is strong and fantastic. And I think that is something, again, that Charles emphasized in that Solana space is that the brand loyalty, we have a fantastic brand power. With Bitcoin and Ethereum, as he said, it's just price go up, price go down. Cardano has more, right? We look at the tech, we look at the network effect, we look at the brand loyalty, we look at the 1.4 million wallets. At the end of the day, Cardano will have its time to shine. Now, Rocket by JPEG Store, this is kind of the final launch pad that I'm excited about. I think we're going to see the launch date tomorrow. And they have a Zilliqa campaign. So if you're excited about it and you want to get involved in helping promote and maybe get some small rewards, you can check that out. Complete tasks, get rewards. There's a 5K prize pool total if you want to participate there. So taking a look at the price, guys, 7-day has been pumping 17, 18%. Nice little bounce back. Still, people will continue to FUD. Still, people will make like nonsensical videos. Y'all know who they are. I don't think it does justice for us to give them coverage because it's just like the boy who cried wolf at the end of the day. We know what we hold and we know that Bitcoin global search is low. We know that Bitcoin dominance is high. We know that altcoin season is not here yet. And I think things are lining up. Things are lining up to see an alt season that's going to rip before or going into basically into 2025. So I think we may see that October. I like to be a little bit more on leaning towards caution. I see some people say they post some bizarre price predictions. So I think that it is very, very possible for us to go above like $5 to $7. Most of what I've showed you today wasn't even here when we hit that $3. That $3 was just the cusp around, I believe, the Alonzo hard fork, if I'm not mistaken, with smart contracts and Sunday swap. And then, of course, it was a little disheartening, the expectations and whatnot didn't meet. The delivery didn't meet the expectations people had at the peak of that bull. So with what we have now with TapTools, Dedium, World Mobile, Book.io, you name it, there's just hundreds of projects. And with the governance that we have with that treasury that's valued right now around $600 million, we are set to just go crazy. I think it's just a matter of time before Cardano is just going to go nuts. We already just flipped Tron. And at the end of the day, I think good projects take time and good projects often get fudded the most. And I think that's why, whether it's CoinTelegraph, whether it's Voldemort, whether it's whomever doing an injustice to Cardano, it's okay. At the end of the day, they're going to talk about the project. That's fine. And they can come and buy Cardano when it pumps back to like $3, $4. I think $5 to $7 is reasonable. And the timeline, I think that that's going to be sometime around Q1, Q2. I think it's going to be the colder months, but I'm going to be patient. And if it continues to go lower, I'm going to look at buying opportunities. My last buy, as you guys know, was in July around 3.6. Probably should have scooped up that 29 cent, 31 cent. That was a good buy if you guys snagged that up. But let me know what you guys think. It's good to be back. So we're going to be back to daily uploads. Just took that nice week vacation to rejuvenate and get powered up. Some Super Saiyan 2 action. So guys, we'll be back to the daily uploads and active on Twitter, of course. So let me know what you guys think about Cardano's future with price point and also the FUD that it keeps getting. I guess it's going to happen at the end of the day. A good project will always be polarizing in nature. And anything good always required enthusiasm at the end of the day. And I think we see that evidently with Cardano. So guys, hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.